What is going on, beautiful people, amazing dreamers out there? DeVon Truvel, creator of Black Wall Street, the board game, man. Today I was watching a lot of good YouTube videos as usual, and something that came up was how do you really manifest your dream? Right? What are the actions? What are the steps going towards it? And I was thinking I've been blessed not fully, but I've been blessed to be able to make small, tangible steps towards achieving my dreams, which has been a truly an amazing opportunity. And I wanted to see how can I package that into a short, hopefully 5 to 7 minute video on manifesting your dream. So let's get into it. All right. So you are now here for the how to manifest your dreams with small actions. If you are watching live, feel free to go ahead and click that like button. We appreciate it. If you are on our YouTube channel, definitely make sure you like and subscribe. Also appreciate it. And we can make this as engaging and interactive as you want it to be. Put your comments, say what your dreams are, and we can get into it. But two of my long-term dreams that I'm actively striving for are: one, I want to create a feature film. Always been a big movie person. Always loved watching the Marvel movies, The Wiz, Harlem Nights, all of those good movies. So growing up, I've always wanted to make a movie of my own. That's one dream. Another dream is I will be a community builder, right? When I I do the research on the history of Tulsa Black Wall Street, when I do the history of Seneca Village, of Harlem, there's just so much, I think, power in community building and strategic community building that I want my legacy to be a small part of that as well. So if you're watching, feel free, have a notepad, take notes on what is your dream. And that's actually step number one. Define your dream. Where is it that you are trying to go? Right. And that can be, I want to be the first billionaire in my family. That can be, I want to be the first millionaire in my family. That can be, I want to graduate from college. I want to build a city. I want to have a feature film. Where is it that you want to go? Step number two is, who will you need and help to get there? Right. Not just about who you're going to need and who are you going to tap into, but also who on your journey are you going to be able to help, to empower, to illuminate on your pathway out there? Right. For me, my primary kind of people that I'm illuminating are my melanated folks out there, or people who just want to uncover their dreams. I'm telling y'all, seeing, and quick aside, shout out to Vaccine for opening up his art gallery in North Hollywood. Much love, a lot dope stuff happening all throughout. But one of my favorite things to experience is literally seeing somebody go from this is my dream to this is my reality. That switch up is an amazing thing to experience and see from my perspective. So that is definitely on my list, right? And then lastly, why is this journey important to you? Right? When you really think about what it is that you are going to achieve, why is this important to you, or why is it important, period? This is going to be your motivation. This is going to be your gas in the tank. This is going to be what keeps you going during those hard times that will definitely come up in entrepreneurship. So define those three things, okay? As a little overview, again, define the full large dream. Where is that you are trying to go? Who will you need to get there, or who will you help to get there? And why is this journey important to you? All right. Now, next step is, how can you start your dream today? right? And I'll remove that for you so y'all can see. How can you start your dream today? Often people think of their large, a larger than life dream, and they're like, "There's no way I can get started today." Nah, you can. There's definitely ways to break that down. Give you a prime example. I like showing this, at the same time I don't like showing this, so don't judge me too harshly on this. But this is the first version of Black Wall Street, the board game. A cardboard box made in my grandma's house. Right? Not too elegant, right? Real simple. Literally, I don't think it can get more simple than that. Actually, before that, it was a drawing on a piece of paper. Right? So I love showing that because what is your MVP? This is minimum viable product. If you have your long term goal of making a video game, of making a board game, of building a city, how can you start that goal today? With whatever you have access to at the house, what is one small tangible step you can do to make, towards that dream? And again, for us, it was putting what was in our head, what was in my head on the game, onto a free cardboard box to let me know, okay, this is what the board game can look like. Okay, this is where City Hall can go. Okay, this is where airport can go. This is where the logo might be. Like real rough stuff out there. All right. Next step is what seeds. Thank you for the hearts and for the likes. We appreciate it. What seeds can you plant today? If it was unclear what those jelly bean looking things were in the middle, they are seeds. We all have amazing thoughts in our heads. I know. Go ahead and leave a comment or go ahead and click that like button if you've had an amazing $1 million idea where you were like, "Ooh, this would be fire," and then maybe a year later, 2 years later, 5 years later, you never had the opportunity to execute on that idea, and you see someone else with that idea. Has that ever happened to you? I know that's happened to me a few times. AirPods, listen, me and my friend Vern invented AirPods in 2000 and probably 13, 14 in college. We called it Flux Audio. We had the drawings made up. They looked very similar to what AirPods look like today. It was all of our friends. We asked them, "Oh, would you use this? Would you use this?" They were like, "I don't know if I would ever like Bluetooth. I don't know if I would ever use my music or listen to music without my phone right next to me." 7 years later, or really 6 years later, AirPods are literally everywhere. So we kind of missed that wave or opportunity. So for anyone else out there, you may have a brilliant melanated idea. Put it out there. How can you get it started as an MVP? All right. Now, next step. This part can get a little hard. This is what habits are needed to get to your long-term goal or your long-term dream. What skills do you need? All right. If community development for me is the long-term goal, I need to learn how to fundraise. I need to learn about real estate. I need to learn about the different aspects of the community. So there's a lot of kind of self-education. If creating a feature film, again, another one of my long-term goals is the concept, then I need to learn how to write, learn how to creative write, learn how to work with producers and artists, learn about intellectual property. There's just a lot of learning and a little bit of skills that I'm going to need to develop. For you, in your dream, what are those skills you need? What are those books that you need to write or the books that you need to read? All right, so I'll show it again. Boom, here we go. What habits do you need? And lastly, this one might be a little difficult, but what habits do you need to let go of? Right? What are some things that you might do every day, every week, once a month that are taken away and not helping you progress forward? I'll give two examples. One's a good habit. One would be a negative habit. Russ, right? A rapper out of Atlanta. He had a moment in time where he was producing music every single day. He was like, every day I need to create, I need to write, I need to produce and release this music just to keep on going, to stay creative, to stay in that zone. All right. So if you're a creator, if you're a musician, if you're a dancer, if you're a writer, Are you creating? Are you in your creative bag? I'm not the dancer, y'all. That's not me. I'm a writer. But if are you in your creative bag every day? Are you in your creative bag every week? And if you're not, maybe you want to think about, why is that? What's stopping me from creating every day? Second, another legend, right, is Nipsey Hussle. What Nipsey Hussle said was, in order for him to take himself to the next level, he had to remove himself from his hustle environment. He had to stop doing and living the lifestyle that he was kind of used to living from his previous life, and he needed to put money towards studio time. He needed to write. He needed to maybe stop smoking as much and make sure that he's able to focus on his creative outlet. Okay, so one, what's a habit that you are prepared and willing to commit to on a, let's say, weekly basis? I'm not gonna push you onto the daily aspect yet unless you're ready for it. But what's something that you can do at least once a week that will take you towards your goal? Okay. And then second thing is, what is something that you can give up? Something that you can do maybe drastically less or not at all in order to sacrifice and make it to your dream. Right. And lastly, last thing on here, appreciate those who are sticking around. Make sure you like and subscribe. Much love. But you need to speak and write your reality. All right, what does that mean? I don't know if y'all have heard of the art of affirmations, right? And the power of self affirmations and self love and pouring into your own cup. Who are you? Right? I am a talented innovator. I'm a creator. I am a genius. I'm a beautiful black man. Who are you? And make sure you say those things to yourself. That the first thing I do every time I wake up, I go into the bathroom, look myself in the mirror, and I give myself some affirmations. I give myself some love. I want to start my day off high frequency, high energy. So make sure you do the same. Say it out loud. Who are you? And say it to yourself. Go ahead. Say, I am, I am, I am. Yes, you are. All right. Up next, what have you accomplished? Sometimes I think we can get overwhelmed in the day to day and we forget the amazingness that we've already done. So what are some things that you've accomplished? What do you do for others? This is a huge thing for the mothers out there, the parents, the grandmothers, the aunties, the people who are constantly pouring into other people's cup. Make sure you acknowledge the amazingness that you are pouring into other people. What do you do for other people? And it's not a braggadocious thing. It's not you need to start collecting the receipts on what's owed to you. That's not it. It's just making sure that you see your own value in you. Right? It's that self-love, and you're able to recognize the power and the beauty that you have. And then lastly, what is your plan? Write that down, right? In 10 years, I want to own my first home. In 20 years, I want to be a millionaire. In 30 years, I want to pass down my first business to my kids. In 50 years, what is your plan? Not just in a large sense, but what is your plan for the day? Right? I don't know. Let me get my planner. Whoop, whoop, here it is. Every single day I wake up and I'm writing what I need to do for that day. And you can go back weeks. I'm writing what needs to be accomplished for that day. I have a focus for the week, right? This week I'm going to focus on live streaming for Play Black Wall Street on YouTube. This week I'm going to focus on writing my first book. This week I'm going to focus on advertising Play Black Wall Street, whatever it is. And then I break that down into what am I doing each day towards that weekly goal, right? So write it down. And for me, that helps keep me accountable. Okay. So let's go from the top really quickly. Okay. So this is how to manifest your dreams with small actions. Step number one is you need to define your dream. Where are you going? Who will you need and who will you help to get there? And why is this important to you? Step two is how can you start your dream today? What is your MVP, minimum viable product, with whatever you have access to in your house, in your network, in your friend group? How can you start building your dream and making it a reality today? What seeds can you plant today? Step number 3, what habits are needed? What can you do on a weekly basis, a daily basis, a monthly basis, a yearly basis that pushes you towards your long-term dream? And what are some things you got to give up? Who are some people you got to give up? What are some habits, some vices that you need to either limit or say no to altogether? And lastly, speak and write your reality. Speak your dream into existence. Define who you are to yourself. Recognize and celebrate your accomplishments and what you do for others. And write down what your long-term plan is. Okay. So I do have at least one thing I want to show y'all. And if you're new to this channel, definitely like and subscribe. Check out Black Wall Street, the board game. I feel like most people who are watching probably already got the game, but if you don't, head to playblackwallstreet.com and get yourself a game. But in regards to the film, I'm making a small step towards filming. Okay. And it may seem like an interesting or a side step to you, but to me, this is a step in the right direction. All films start off as scripts, right? So I've produced some scripts, but this is my first really high quality children's book about Tulsa's Black Wall Street. It's called Rose and Rodney. Right, this is the Black History Adventures of Rose and Rodney. They're going to the Greenwood first. This is a first of many Black History Adventures of Rose and Rodney. And the goal, the dream, the aspiration is to be able to take these books and then transform these books into an animated series, right? So again, if I can practice writing books, practice working with artists to get the art, practice the dialogue and kind of the script of a children's book, that's step 1. I then learn how to work with animators and voiceover artists and try to get it to an animated series. That's step 2. I then can now create real films because I'll have the experience, I'll have the funding, I'll have the network of people, and I'll have the confidence to be able to go into it. So you're watching this now, 2021, September 21st of 2021. The book is officially released September 26th across Amazon as well as playblackwallstreet.com. And we will make an animated series of Rose and Rodney go to Greenwood, and eventually DeVon will create a full feature film. What are you going to do? What's your dream? Appreciate y'all. Make sure you like and subscribe. Head to playblackwallstreet.com and make sure y'all keep on dreaming. Peace.